Boom. Peace. Intro. What's happening? Well, I finished them customs for Mr. Alexander Graf. Not sure when his birthday is, but I wanted to get them done. I know it's this month sometime, but I didn't ask what the day was, so I kind of moved him ahead of everybody. But I'm sure that's cool. And there's that little Datsun back there. It's sold. Just waiting for the guy to make his arrangements. But anyway, let's see these customs I got for him. Hope you like them. Anyway, this is the two he sent me. This one, which is the moving parts, it's kind of limited, man. It's got them goofy tires that it sits real high. It's got a whole chunk of plastic hanging down, makes it really hard to lower it. And then this one. But I don't have a lot of experience with Volkswagen, so I just kind of went back. He sent me some videos to look at, give me some inspiration, but of course, you know, I'm going to go a certain way, and so I did. But we'll start with this one. I took this one, and I made that. Now, this is my truck, my trailer. I just made me a trailer, put cars on it. But there's what I made him. I took it and I lowered it. Look how low that baby is. I tucked her. I shaved the bottom down. I shaved all of that bottom off of it. There's engine, transmission, rear end, everything on there. I shaved it all off, took it all off. I set it as low as I could get it. I mean, let me see if I could show that. See how low that is? I put her down there. Then I made a rack for the roof and I put a surfboard on it. That's right. It's a surfer car. Detailed up the front. Come on, baby. And the back. I tried to do the taillights like the ones on the car itself. I don't know a lot about, but I kept it plain other than that. However, I did do the inside. I put a shifter in it, and I took the steering wheel that's made into the dash, and I turned it into an instrument cluster, and I put a steering wheel on it. Hold on a second. Let me pop the doors open. Let me pause you. There we go. So I put a steering wheel on it, and I turned the other steering wheel into an instrument cluster. I painted the door panels. And yes, the doors do still open. However, I did learn something. You can't get the paint very thick, or the doors will not function. But what you can do, and if I would have known, I would have done that, is sand some of this door right here. File it or sand that edge down on that door so it doesn't rub. I had to literally taper the paint right there on the jambs. I mean, I had to literally lay it down at an angle after I sprayed it so it would clear the doors. And of course she rolls. Let me back up here. I don't want to push it too hard. But yeah, I set her down pretty low. I think you'll like her. Didn't know what else I could do with that moving parts. So that's what I did. And of course, she's nice and classy. And the surfboard, I took, maybe you guys know, where do you think I got that surfboard? That's right. I took it off the top of a surf and turf. I cut it out over there, sanded it down, and painted it. And back in our day on the beach in California, Huntington Beach and all, there was a lot of the lightning bolt themes going on back then. So that's the paint job I put on her. Well, AC's coming. So anyway, there's that baby. Hope he likes it. Then there was this one. Well, now this one and the custom I made him is hard for me to choose which is my favorite. Because I take a good look at that. Because I completely changed this one. It is no longer recognizable. Of course, I had to rat fink it out and gasser it out. You notice the suspension, the engine, and everything? Parachute. Wheelie bars. Exactly. And you probably think I took the base off of another car and mounted it on this base. Took this base off, but I didn't. I'll show you what I did. And of course, I made my own seat belts inside of her. See if I can get that to focus in. See that? With a see that red handle? That's a quick release on the 5-point harness I put inside of it. It's also got a NOS bottle. If I can shine in there very well. NOS bottle standing up in the middle. I got the tape on the headlights. A lot of times back in the day they put tape on them headlights, you know, to keep, if the glass broke so it didn't fall out all over the track. Let's see, well, it's kind of hard to see in there, but there's a NOS bottle in there. But of course, another glassy one that I just had to do a gasser. I cut the hood. I took the engine out of a jerry-rigged. I mounted it in there. And then I did not take his base. That is his base. See if we can read it. 69 Volkswagen Squareback. But what I did do is I cut the rear axle assembly off of the jerry-rig and the front axle assembly off of the jerry-rig. And then I coped it all out, which means notched it, cut it all around to where it fit right on the bottom of this body. But I had to adjust it and keep cutting and filing until I got it where it's set like a gasser would. And when I got done, I was really liking that. As you see, they do not look the same any longer. Now I know this may not be the way he wanted me to go, but everybody knows how I am with gassers and rat finks, so kind of could have suspected it. Put the fuel tank on the front. And I threw a little moon eyes on the back, as well as the suck my exhaust. I tinted the back glass. Hot Wheels logo on the bottom. This side same way. And again, rolls. So, there's number 2. That's the 2 he sent me. Now for the one, well, that covers up those. And I had told him I was already working on one, which I was. I was trying to get it lowered as low as I could get so it would roll, and I did. And there it is. Look at that glass. Of course, she has a shifter in her. If I can get where we can see it. Well, I'll have to tilt her up. There it is. Cue ball shifter. And this is the one I was lowering real low. I mean, that front bumper is right off the ground. But she don't rub. She rolls. Let's back her up. As you see. Now I could have lowered the back a little lower, but I wanted the stance that I have. And I already had enough wheel tucked in the back that I was like, you know what, I can raise the back just a fuzz, get the stance, and still look good. So, that's what I did. And this is the one that came out perfect the first time, but I wrinkled the top. So every bit of that was scratch. I ruined it all. And I had to redo the whole thing. But I used lacquer this time on the white as well, and that made all the difference in the world. So I did the whole thing. But this is the one I was actually doing for him. And like I said, I'm gonna get this over here in some light and hopefully not drop it, but look at that. I mean, I really love it. You know what? I don't think I can give you this one, Alex. I'm gonna have to keep this one, buddy. It's just too nice. I just wouldn't feel right giving it away. I got it. I'm gonna have to keep that. You know better than that, buddy. And I got me a cool little trailer. Whoa! Oh, I didn't have her locked in. See here? I got this little hook. I hooked it, and then I tapered the other part that hooks on there, but I got these right there. That's where the vehicle's supposed to go so it doesn't roll off. And works pretty good. So there is his 3 customs. Like I said, I don't know if I can make them better, but I can sure make them different. So, different is what I gave you, buddy. Like I said, I threw a parachute on the back of her. Some wheelie bars. Made that parachute out of a piece of square. Cut her, file the little flaps into her, and then paint a little notch on her, and went with that. Put you a fuel tank on the front. So anyway, there they are, buddy. Hope you like them. I got the cases set up. They're all going to screw down in their cases. Red rat pink. The Volkswagen bus, and then the blue Surfer. All will be screwed down and sent to you. I'll have to wipe them back down. The only thing I thought about afterwards I meant to do and I forgot is on this one I wasn't gonna do gloss. I was gonna do a matte, kind of like so it wasn't so shiny. But you know, they got shiny racetrack cars, but I was mainly going to leave it more like a flat red with just a matte finish on it. But I'd already cleared it and was like, dang it, I forgot I wasn't going to do that. And I could have shot some matte over it, but I just left it. But what I did do is I didn't go back and put another coat and make it super glassy. I just left it. I mean, it's glassy, but I could have put another coat on it and made it even better. But I just left it like that. I think she'll be cool. So hopefully you like them, buddy. And I can mark these 3 as done. And you can really see how low that blue one is now. And like I said, them Matchbox ones, I'm kind of limited, man. There's a big chunk hanging out the body on the bottom. If you don't do something with it, you can't lower it. Can't do anything with it, really. And I didn't know what else to do with it, so that's what I did to those 2. And of course this, I already knew what I was going to do to it. Everybody should know. Rat pink. Anyway, hope you guys like it. And no, the truck and trailer don't come with it, buddy. That's my little gizmo. First I just spit this out messing around, but I like it more and more that I have it. It's pretty cool. I didn't know I was gonna like it so much, but I actually do. I think she looks pretty darn awesome. That trailer fits her just fine. It's alright, guys. I'll see y'all later. I'll take it easy. Now I can get going on the rest of the customs. Well, I've already been working on them, but I had to get these out of my way. But I've already got a bunch of bodies going. A bunch of bodies painted over there. So, a couple here I'm working on. This black one's going to be one I haven't ever done before. It's going to look pretty cool, I think. It's just an idea I had. I like it. We'll see what you guys think. So anyway, y'all take it easy and we'll see you later. Peace. Outro.